Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the Spagmeister, and welcome to part 2 of my Halo Wars Definitive Edition Solo Legendary All Skulls On walkthrough. For this episode, I'll be covering the second mission in the campaign, Relic Approach.
Serena, we need to re-establish Alpha Base before we can proceed with the mission.
Captain, the base power system is offline and a lockdown protocol is in effect. If we rebuild, the lockdown will end and the doors will open. Projection.
So just before I go any further into this mission, I'll go ahead and activate these skulls. The only ones that I'm going to exclude from this guide are going to be the final 6 in this list, mainly because they're the buff skulls, which generally make the game easier to play. The only exception is the boomstick skull, which on certain missions, if you're working with non-playable allied units, they can also blow up if they happen to die, or if they get into a with the case with Arcadia City, you'll have them get into these troop transports and they can blow up. So it's a very minor chance, but again, because this also applies to enemy units, I'm going to exempt this from my walkthrough.
For new base location ready.
All units. Rolling. Standing by. Moving. Standing by. Moving. Moving.
Station complete.
The base is up and running again. We need supply pads built so I can send down materials.
Supply pad.
The command center is online, but it can't house Marines. We'll need a barracks to call in the troops.
Barracks complete.
We need to establish a larger military presence on the ground.
Ready, sir. Ready to roll. Rolling. 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 Marines reporting for duty. Marines, hoorah! Marines, good to go.
Keep constructing buildings and upgrading them where you can. The lockdown is lifted and the front gate is opening. I've highlighted the area where Sergeant Forge found the structure.
Right after I gain control of constructing on this base, what I'll do is set up a supply pad first, followed by upgrading the base to a fortress, and then I'll set up a turret on the slot. After that, I'll go ahead and build some more supply pads, and then finally get a reactor going.
Ready to roll.
Supply pad complete.
Reactor complete.
All
Right around the point when I get my third supply pad upgraded, the Covenant will start sending in their dropships to deploy reinforcements.
Supply pad upgraded. All units. Rolling. Let's head up. Local units. Rolling. Ready to roll. Rolling. Supply pad upgraded. Rolling.
I'm picking up lots of Covenant chatter around your position. Looks like they are setting up defenses.
Supply pad upgraded. Rolling. Standing by. Ready to roll.
Right after that first engagement at the base, what I'll do is send Forge around to start gathering some further supplies.
Attacking.
While I keep him busy with that, I'll set up at least a couple more turrets at the back of my base.
Standing by. Ready to roll. Rolling.
There'll be a small group of ghosts that'll attack from the rear, so it's helpful to have a couple turrets back there to handle them.
Rolling. Standing by.
New blood.
Rolling.
Research.
Rolling.
Turret complete.
Standing by.
Turret improved. Turret improved.
Rolling. Attacking. Standing by. Rolling.
Turret complete.
Rolling. Rolling. Standing by. Rolling. Rolling.
I've lost contact with some warthogs on patrol. Keep an eye out for them, will you?
Turret improved.
Standing by. Attacking. Rolling.
Turret complete.
Standing by.
Reactor improved.
Standing by. Rolling. Rolling. Attacking. Rolling.
Turret improved.
Rolling. 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 Healing targets. Standing by. Rolling. Attacking.
Base under attack.
Standing by.
So here's the group of ghosts that I was talking about. They'll attack from this passageway, but since I have 2 turrets up, they'll take care of them pretty easily.
Rolling. 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 Rolling.
All units.
Moving.
After I upgrade the Marines with the RPG ability, I'll go ahead and ditch the barracks for a vehicle depot. From there, what I'll do is construct a few Scorpions, and then eventually I'll go ahead and get some Cobras out.
Standing by.
All units.
Moving. Standing by. Ready to roll. Rolling. Attacking. Standing by. Moving.
Vehicle depot complete.
Standing by. Moving. Standing by. Keep your eyes on the prize.
Local units. All units.
Moving.
All units.
Moving. Rolling. Ready to roll. Watch for ice. Healing targets. Ready to roll. Standing by. Moving. Standing by. Rolling. Standing by. Moving.
So what I'm going to do here is put these Marines in front of the shield door. However, I'm not going to free the units that are behind it. What I'm going to do instead is focus on building up my army so that it fills up the population counter, and then after that I'll go ahead and free up the groups.
All units.
Rolling. Send us in. Rolling out. Ready to roll. Rolling.
Base under attack.
Send us in. Rolling out.
All units.
Rolling. Send us in. Target acquired. Send us in. Ready to roll. Rolling. Send us in. Target acquired. Standing by. Ready to roll. Rolling.
All All units.
Send us in. Healing targets. Send us in. Pulling out. Standing by. Ready to roll. Rolling. 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 Let's hit him. Rolling. Rolling. Rolling.
Enemy engagement.
Send us in.
Local units.
Pulling out.
All units.
Send us in. Ready to roll. Rolling. Rolling.
As you're getting the 4th Scorpion built, go ahead and ditch one of your supply pads for another reactor. And then what you'll want to do is start constructing Cobras.
Reactor complete. All units.
Pulling out.
Alpha Base, this is Bravo 29. I can drop reinforcements at that landing pad if you can remove all hostiles in that area for me.
Pulling out. Pulling out.
Here's some extra reinforcements. Play nice.
Once you've taken care of constructing your army, go ahead and free up these other reinforcements.
Standing by. Moving.
All units.
Rolling. Send us in. Pulling out.
As I'm doing that, what I'll do is go ahead and clear out the refinery.
We'll go with them. Nice. Send us in. Pulling out. Target acquired. Target acquired. Pulling out. Cobra, ready to fire.
Local units.
Pulling out. Target acquired. Target acquired. Pulling out.
Enemy engagement.
Target acquired.
Local units.
We're going in. Rocket out.
Local units.
Moving.
Local units. More resources required. Local units.
Pulling out. Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired. Pulling out. Target acquired. Pulling out. Pulling out. Target acquired.
All units.
Going. Send us in. Pulling out.
All units.
Cobra loaded up. Rolling.
Local units.
Moving. Send us in. Pulling out. Pulling out.
Enemy engagement. All units.
Going. Send us in. Pulling out. Pulling out. Standing by. Moving.
Enemy engagement.
Standing by. Moving. Firing. Moving.
Local units.
Moving out. Moving out.
All units.
Going. Where to? Going. Healing targets. RPG out. Yes, sir. Standing by. Moving. Moving. Yes, sir. Rolling. Where to?
So what I'm going to do right now is start setting up my Cobras in position where they can begin attacking the Covenant base from the rear.
Yes, sir. Attacking. Attacking. Rolling.
So I'm doing something a little bit different from my legendary guide where I took the Covenant base from head on. Instead, I'm going to flank around, and hopefully this will be a little bit easier on my units.
Lock down. Where to? You got it. Where to? Going. Going. Standing by. Moving. Moving. Where to? Going.
Local units.
Pulling out. Where to? Going. 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 Locking down.
Local units.
Pulling out.
By locking down the Cobras, they'll have a longer attack range, which is going to be really nice for taking on this base.
Pulling out. Pulling out.
Deflection plating. Research.
Shrapnel flying. Locked on target. Locked on target. Canister. Yes, sir. Target acquired. Locked on target.
Make sure to prioritize the hunters if you ever see them in your sights.
Pulling out. Well, well, looky here. The Covenant built themselves a little base.
Our primary mission here is to reach that structure. Destroying that base is a secondary objective.
Going. Lockdown.
Local units.
Pulling out. Target acquired. Locked on target. Target acquired. Pulling out. Pulling out. Right away. Pulling out. Pulling out. Pulling out. Pulling out.
Just keep a good eye out for these dropships or any reinforcements that enter the area. Make sure to take priority of them first.
Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired. Pulling out. Pulling out. Pulling out. Pulling out. Where to? Going.
With the base destroyed, now you'll just want to really take your time with clearing out the remaining hostiles that are in the area.
Where to? You got it.
All units.
Pulling out. Pulling out. Target acquired. Shrapnel flying. Pulling out. Pulling out. Regeneration healing targets. Going. Where to? Going. Where to? Locking down. Where to? Deploying. Where to? Lock down. Where to?
Local units.
Pulling out. Where to? Going. Send us in. Blast them. Pulling out. Where to? Setting up. Going. Deploying. Lock down.
All units.
Pulling out. Pulling out. Pulling out. Pulling out. Pulling out. Pulling out. Target acquired. Pulling out. Pulling out. Canister. Yes, sir. Send us in. Pulling out. Pulling out. Pulling out.
So if you ever see a large pocket of units or even just a couple of hunters, just try to get your scorpions out of the way and let them come back to you.
Regenerate healing targets. Where to? Going. Where to? Going. Where to? Locking down. Where to? You got it. Setting up. Send us in. Pulling out. Where to? Going. Where to? Going. Where to? Going. Going. Deploying. Where to? Locking down. Lock down. Setting up.
All units.
Pulling out. 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 in. Send us in. Send us in. Rolling out. Blast them. Right away. Rolling out. Rolling out. Shrapnel flying. Rolling out. Rolling out. Rolling out. Rolling out. Target acquired.
So just keep pulling your scorpions in and out of battle until it seems like you've cleared out most of the hunters in the area.
Rolling out. Send us in. Send us in. Send us in. Regeneration healing targets. Send us in. Send us in. Rolling out. Rolling out.
And then you can use the opportunity, if you like, to clear out the remaining hostiles in this little triangle.
Target acquired. Rolling out. Rolling out. Canister loaded. Send us in. Send us in. Rolling out. Rolling out. Rolling out. Rolling out.
All units.
Moving.
Station complete.
Where to? Where to? Where to?
All units.
Rolling out. Moving. Take cover of those down pelicans. Move.
Pad complete.
Flying. Target acquired. Target acquired.
All units. Turret complete. Local units. Supply pad complete.
Target acquired.
Supply pad upgraded. Fortress upgrade complete. We took 'em. Supply pad complete. All units.
Rolling out. Where to?
All units.
Rolling out. Standing by.
Turret complete.
Standing by.
Supply pad upgraded.
Moving. Send us in. Target acquired. Standing by. Moving. Standing by. Moving. Regen healing targets.
Vehicle depot complete. Local units.
Moving out. Where to?
Barracks complete. Turret complete.
Send us in. Rolling out.
Supply pad upgraded.
Going.
Supply pad complete.
Locking down. You got it. Where to? Setting up.
Turret improved.
Standing by. Moving. Where to? Going.
All units.
Moving. Where to? Going. Going.
Local units. Flashbang. Research.
Moving. Moving. Standing by. Moving.
Supply pad upgraded.
Moving. Where to? Deploying.
Once you've taken care of the shield barrier that leads you to the relic site, go ahead and start deploying some of your cobras by this entrance.
Up. Going.
And they'll provide some covering fire early on against any infantry or hunters that come in our way.
Send us in. Where to? Setting up. Where to? Going.
All units.
Rolling out. Going. Going.
All units.
Rolling out. Where to? Lock down. Rolling out. Where to? Locking down.
All units.
Rolling out. Blast them. Rolling out. Canister. Yes, sir. Target acquired.
Covenant detonate those explosives, our mission here is over. Get to the detonator.
Out. Target acquired. Rolling out. Target acquired. Target acquired. Rolling out. Shrapnel flying. Target acquired.
All units.
Attacking. Target acquired.
Local units.
And then once you've taken care of most of the hunters in the area, you can go ahead and start attacking the detonator.
Local units. All units.
Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired.
Local units.
Canister loaded.
Enemy engaged.
Healing target.
Good work. Prepare for new orders.
Local units.
Alpha Base, this is Bravo 29, heavy inbound. I've got the professor aboard.
And that will do it for the second mission in my LASO guide. So, not too bad of a mission. It's can be fairly challenging once you get to the Covenant base, but other than that, it's really just a matter of just using your flanking routes to gather resources, clear out enemy areas, and just give your units a really good opportunity to stay alive and officially take out most of the structures that are in the area. So, hope you guys enjoyed this guide that I put together. Thank you all for joining in with me on this playthrough, and hopefully I will catch you in any of my other guides. Take care, everyone.